2022 was the third edition of the Middle Beast Festival in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, a 6-day event broken into two parts. The Soundstorm Music Fest, where hundreds of artists entertain hundreds of thousands of partying fans, but there's also XP Music Futures. 3 days of workshops, panel discussions, and other activities aimed at expanding the regional music industry. One of the guest speakers this year was Matthew Knowles, the father of Beyoncé and Solange, and founder of the record label Music World Entertainment. In this exclusive interview, Matthew explains the advice he gives to aspiring new stars.
I think the sooner that you can find your passion, this has to be a passion. You'll hear me say that word over and over. It can't be a hobby. It has to be passion because there's a long journey ahead of you as an artist or a musician. And you're gonna hear a lot of no's, you're gonna have failure. But you have to understand that's an opportunity to grow and get better. But that comes with it, the music industry.
Longtime media executive Reithler-Barros, an innovator in the field of NFTs, was on hand to speak about how the industry may change as the so-called Web3 takes over, though of course no one can actually see the future.
It would be like if we were sitting here in 2003 or 2004 saying like, what in the music business comes after a CD? Yeah. Like no one can predict that there was going to be this thing called streaming, that you would have an app on a smartphone called Spotify and YouTube, and there's no way you could have predicted that if you think about it in 1999. So how can you predict what's going to happen in 2026? With new technologies like Web3 and blockchain, you can do your best to try to predict the future. But, it remains a mystery, and that's kind of the interesting part.
And speaking of new technologies, Sasha Titianko is the art director and deputy CEO of the company Sensorium, where they're already building virtual venues within the metaverse where artists can perform for their fans around the world.
Yeah, because to really see a show of your favorite DJ, let's say in real life, you have to go, you need to go to Ibiza, for example, or you have to go to Tomorrowland, or you need to get to Burning Man, and then the rest of the time, you don't have an opportunity to get to the show of your favorite DJ, for example. But you can totally do this within the metaverse and in a much easier way, let's say.
And there was much more going on as well. From a wide-ranging conversation with David Guetta about his long and successful career, to Dutch DJ Hardwell speaking about mental health in the music industry and why he took 3 years off from performing.
Op een gegeven moment gaat het echt weer kriebelen om je nieuwe muziek te gaan draaien. Dus ik heb nou eigenlijk meer plezier dan ooit op het podium. Ik doe ook niet zo heel veel shows meer als ik hier voorheen deed. Omdat ik gewoon puur zeg maar, de balans wil houden tussen muziek maken, familie en vrienden en optreden. En ik vind het gewoon super tof om te doen. En super tof dat ik nou ook advies mag geven eigenlijk. Van wat voor mij zeg maar echt de red flags waren waarom ik ben gestopt. En proberen mensen te behoeden. Ik zeg al, ik ben echt geen mental guru geworden in de tussentijd dat ik een sabbatical heb gedaan. Maar ik vind het wel mooi vanaf mijn eigen ervaring te kunnen praten. En hoe ik het heb ervaren, zeg maar.
The organizers of Middle Beast really outdid themselves this year with the XP Music Futures event. And we can't wait to see what kind of even more exciting panels and talks they arrange next time.